Check.
So have you been rehearsing for weeks?
Probably about 5 minutes. I think I'm ready.
There's a lot of pressure on you, Tom, to get this right. You're the musician here.
Luckily, I'm a professional. So these things...
What can go wrong?
Yes.
See what I mean? So it kind of, this one is like that one.
Which one?
And
Oh,
this
I
one is
see.
like that one.
So that's all together.
No, as in,
No, sorry.
in this breath, in this heart, with these trees, with these birds. But then
Oh, I
the
see.
second part is like, in this voice, in this song.
All right.
So this one's
With this earth on and on. Got you.
Yeah? Okay, so let us gather with the grandparents. Let us gather. We are gathered here today.
At school, I keep wanting to break into morning.
Right, Herbie, could you please move your bicycle away, darling? Just put it by the bench. Just put it by one of the benches. Rather than leaning on Grandad.
So we can see the trees looking lovely. Nothing wrong with your bike, it's a lovely bike.
I just don't need, you know, human metal contraptions in the vibe.
And whilst we stood here, we'll just swing the arm.
And also, I have, Bex, I have a sort of introduction moment before the singing warm-up. Yeah, this will just get us a little bit...
Like an intro before the intro.
Yeah, a pre-intro.
It's not working for you, Tom.
Thank you so much. It's just to bring us all into the space and the moment together. Yes, Bonnie. He's drumming up the spirits from the ground.
Notice the drum is 1 tone higher than the root note song.
Is it? Is there something to be done about that?
It's been really bothering.
That's really great.
Okay, so before we start with the business in hand, which is, you know, singing obviously is the reason. Singing is one of the experiences we can enjoy together, but I would love us just to land and arrive into this space here. And my favourite way to do that is a quick kind of gratitude check-in. And that doesn't need to be long sentences. It could just be one word. In fact, let's just keep it nice and short, 1 or 2 words, something you feel grateful for. And so share your name. I know we've all introduced ourselves, but if we share our name, something we feel grateful for, and maybe something we feel curious about. Again, just 1 or 2 words, not a sentence. But it could be something that we're curious about around us here, or it's something we're curious about this process. Doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. Just put a word or 2 out there into the curiosity soup. So we could just go round, and shall I begin to help us get started? Welcome everybody. I'm Sally. I'm grateful for the Chiff Chaps joining us in song today. And I'm curious about what this buzzard thinks of what we're up to. Or is it even a kite? No, it's buzzard.
Buzzard. Very quiet buzzard. Normally they're cool.
Hi, I'm Bonnie. Thank you. I'm grateful for the birds. And I was curious about learning more about the birds. I'm Bex. I'm curious about how song can help people fall back in love with nature. Where that's going to go. And I'm grateful for possibility and with that a lot of creating the space for possibility.
Holly, and I am grateful for Sally for joyfully coercing.
Tenderly, I'd say.
Tenderly and joyfully and enthusiastically creating something and starting us on that road to what is possible. And I am curious as to what this will stir within me on a personal level.
I'm Pete. I'm very grateful that I'm here. I'm very grateful that I'm feeling very good at the moment, because I don't always. I've been through a bit of a tunnel as I've come out of that, which is great. And I'm curious about time. Sometimes it's so short, and sometimes time expands, and you can suddenly do. But it's all got to do with stuff. And I'm just very grateful at the minute. I seem to have lots of time, and it's time well spent, I think.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm finding it really hard to be grateful for something. I keep having different ideas. I think, I'm grateful for Sally's energy too. I wanted to say that, so I'm chiming in on your gratefulness, but I think it's where I've been. So thank you, Sally. And I'm curious about how this is going to go. Where is it going to go? Yeah, where's it going? This is the beginning. So that's got my curiosity. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Freya, and I'm grateful for this reunion and for the feeling of community being with Pickies again. No, it's really nice being here, and I'm curious about where this will go, but I'm also very curious about this landscape and the energetic vibration of what is possible here.
So now what I would love to do, with the help of this extraordinary medicine woman who is always my first port of call when good words are needed, Mary Oliver. Mary is going to help the trees and the land to welcome us all here today. And when I finish reading Mary's words, we'll just take a moment to really feel the aliveness of the ground beneath our feet, of these beautiful ancient oaks, of the air, of all the beings, large and small, that surround us today, and to feel welcomed by them into their home, because it's not our home, it's their home and we're visitors. So I'm going to read the words. You can feel free to close your eyes or to sit down and get your hands onto the ground, or to stand, however you feel, in the zone. This is called When I Am Among the Trees. Plastic down. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. "It's simple," they say, "and you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine." When you feel ready, feel free to stand or stay lying down or sitting if you prefer. I hope you all now feel thoroughly welcomed here by all of the wild things
There was a kestrel came and hovered over us while you were saying your words.
What's the kestrel?
There was a buzzard over there, there was
Yeah.
a kestrel that was...
Do you know what? It's amazing how often something like that happens where you think the timing feels uncanny. Yeah.
Literally stayed hovering.
Just there. Amazing.
First of all, we're going to just massage slightly the shoulders. So,
Oh yeah.
little ridge here, when we release that, it allows all of the apparatus to be free. So we're just going to say, note to brain, shoulders can fall away from the ears, we don't need them. And just take some deep breaths. Allow the neck to be long. We can be doing that right now. Just soft and long. Feel your feet on the floor so you're getting that little bit of grounding. This is your biggest belly breath chamber in here. So we want to bring our breath back down because a lot of the time we can breathe up here with the way the world is. So put hands on belly. Just allow the breath to enter the belly chamber. Oh, and if there's a bit of tension, just greet the tension with your breath. It's fine if it's a bit tight. We tend to hold on here. And if we step one step further in now, if everyone turns to the side and go closer to the person.
Massage train.
Right in and pause, and then just give your person in front a little massage. You might want to. A little bit more.
Squish in, people.
No, do you want a massage? No? Lovely.
So move a little bit out. So,
Yeah.
great. Thank you, everyone. So we're going to obviously make a few noises. Just really let whatever wants to come out. So we're going to go. Rubbing the face. Tapping the chest. Tapping the tummy. The thighs. Arms. Okay, so we're going to do a call and response. I'm just going to say a line, you then repeat it until eventually we've got it. So, hand on your heart, hand on your belly if you want. This is home.
This is home,
Where I belong.
where I belong.
In this breath.
In this breath,
In this heart.
in this heart.
This is home.
This is home,
Where I belong.
where I belong.
In this voice.
In this voice,
In this song.
in this song.
This is home.
This is home,
Where I belong.
where I belong.
In this. With these trees.
With these trees,
With these birds.
with these birds.
This is home.
This is home,
Where I belong.
where I belong.
With this earth.
With this earth,
On and on.
on and on.
This is home.
This is home,
Where I belong.
where I belong.
In this breath.
In this breath,
In this heart.
in this heart.
This is home.
This is home,
Where I belong.
where I belong.
In this voice.
In this voice,
In this song.
in this song.
If you want to do some filming of us,
Move it around.
you can pick it up. It's running.
Move the camera around, Abby.
It's up to you. It'd be really helpful if you would. Thanks.
Okay, great.
You'd be good at it. This is your chance to be a cameraman.
Running around.
Not at speed.
No.
You have to go steady.
Nice and gentle.
Steady.
It's got to be steady.
And look at what you're filming, so you get the right,
Because
get
we're
things
singing
in.
nice and
Herbie.
slowly, so if
Herbie.
you go nice and slowly,
I
like
am.
Yeah, I know. Pete is
Slowly,
Pete is giving you a really special job, and it's your opportunity to show him that
you
you
don't
can.
have to move either. You can stay still sometimes.
It's your opportunity to show Pete Brownlee, who's a professional
Something or other.
something or other, that you
Retired editor.
that you deserve to be given a job by a professional something or other. You might want a little bit more distance, sweetheart. You know, experiment with it. This is home, where I belong. In this breath, in this heart. This is home, where I belong. In this voice, in this song. This is home, where I belong. With these trees, with these birds. This is home, where I belong. With this earth, on and on. The vision is for us to perform 2 songs. Bonnie, would you rescue the drum, darling, because it shouldn't get wet damp on its base. Thank you, love. The first is this fabulous song by Ayla Nereo, who is such an incredible medicinal music bringer. And it's an empowering, energizing song. And it's all about galvanizing ourselves into the energy of optimism and determination to build this more beautiful world together.
What do you have to say about it?
What do I have to say about it? I think this is lovely.
Yeah.
To share your lovely trees.
What do you have to say about it?
Well, I'm just having a look.
Okay, goodbye. What do you have to say about it?
I should probably stop filming.
I just want the drums at the start to be like, ooh. Plus there's aeroplanes sometimes.
Okay, should we give it a whirl?
Oh, you're...
Should we press play?
Are we ready? Are we? It starts at the start, if you know what I mean.
Here we go.
You missed the start. Do it again, quick.
Sorry. Is that too loud?
No, it's good.
As a wave across the land, we are moving, moving. Say no face the change these bodies make, and the way they are facing forward, shoulder to the storm, telling of moving. It takes one step, takes your voice, saying I am not hearing if you are not naming it. I am not stopping if you are not changing it. Here are my hands, let's see what they're making. In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been. In the dawning, the vines are pushing through the pavement. We were born of burning hearts, we are tearing off the reins. From the ground up we will build it, from the clouds above we rain it. From the crowd up we will raise it, from the ground up. You hold the spade to turn new soil for the coming grace. You hold the plans. No hands but our hands will lead our children. All that will feed you is a fierce prayer, saying I am not hearing if you are not naming it. I am not stopping if you are not changing it. Here are my hands, let's see what they're making. In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been. In the dawning, the vines are pushing through the pavement. We were born of burning hearts, we are tearing off the reins. From the ground up we will build it, from the clouds above we'll rain it. From the crowd up we will raise it, from the ground up. In this life we see so many things, and sometimes our heart may start to bleed a bit. But I choose this life I'm gonna lead, and I must give my hands to make it. In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been. In the dawning, the vines are pushing through the pavement. We were born of burning hearts. We were cloud up and from the clouds above we're raining. We were cloud up and from the crowd up we will raise it. From the ground up we will build it. From the clouds above we're raining. From the crowd up we will raise it. From the ground up.
Powerful.
It's a good song, right? Yeah, so lots of words. But as I say, there are also plenty of R's and Oo's for anyone who's overwhelmed by the... Well, that recording is available in all the usual places that music is available. And I have brought lyric sheets. And I thought what would be fun today is to have a go at the chorus. In the morning, in the morning, in the rise up, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been, from all that's been. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part is very similar with a different ending. So we'll just do that bit again. Yeah. In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been. So each section, chunk, what do you call it? Is it a word? A section, phrase. Each phrase begins with the last note of the previous one. We are tearing
off
yeah.
the reins.
We were born of burning hearts. We are tearing off the reins. We are tearing off the reins. That's what's happening right now. Okay. We're getting uncaged, untamed, unleashed, untethered. Releasing the full power of our everythingness. Yes. So, but yeah, we were born of burning hearts. We are tearing off the reins.
Should we try from the beginning?
Yes.
3, 4.
In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been in the dawning. The vines are pushing through the pavement. We were born of burning hearts. We are tearing off the reins. From the ground up we will build it. From the clouds above we'll raise it. From the crowd up we will raise it. From the ground up.
It sounds really good already. I know it's really tricky. There's a lot. Our second song was the trigger for this whole idea. And it was shared with us around the campfire at the end of our Beltane celebrations. There was just a cluster of us around the campfire and this song was shared and it was so beautiful that I then the next day went home and like madly looked up this person and then ended up just binging on all of their music that they published on YouTube and online. And then went to their website and discovered that they had a singing workshop 6 days later in Bristol.
No way. Oh, wow.
So, and David was there at the singing workshop. So we went to this singing workshop that Rosie Slightholme was hosting with the guest composer Katie Rose Bennett. And Katie Rose Bennett is the person who brought this song into form. And the truth of it felt so strong for me, and I also feel it was making me think about restoring nature and the Restore Nature Now event coming up in London, and how I'd been speaking with the same friend who shared this song, that if we want to restore nature, we need many more people to fall in love with nature. And for me, the way that I've fallen so deeply in love with nature is by feeling the level of holding and support and the deepening into relationship with all of the non-human world, all of that wider web of life that's around us that can support us and be in relationship with us and hold us, and we in return can take care of it as best we can and be a better species in the web of species. In that, yeah. So in feeling that deep belonging, it's given me a foundational safety to show up in other ways, in other places with humans, less scared. And then when you show up in places less scared, it feels like you can show up with more of who you are and more ready to connect. And I actually think it's kind of like I sent this message out with me like doing some kind of epic, long, gushing manifesto speech that was far too long. And most people, like probably a handful of people have actually watched that because it's far too long. But what I was saying in it is like, I actually think this idea could change everything, because I think that if we actually know our belonging in this wider web, and if we take time to be here and feel the support and allow our nervous systems to come down from this chronic heightened state that we often find ourselves or notice in others, that's when we can access our best creative ideas, our best connection like our best ways of connecting with others, our new perspectives on relationships and challenges and divides. I just think all the good stuff is much more accessible when our nervous systems are regulated. And there's so much great, like it's so important to pay attention to all the dark shadows that are happening and call out injustice and, speak up about that as well. So it's definitely not about, let's all just be happy, happy, joy, joy in nature and ignore genocide and ignore exploitation and ignore, but it's about that regenerative cycle where we restore ourselves and we live in the energy of what we want to bring in, as well as taking time to oppose the things that are not okay.
I don't know where I'm going, but I know just what I need. The soft wind, the shelter of the forest, bird song, you and the sea. I don't know where I'm going, but I know just what I need. A soft wind, the shelter of the forest, bird song, you and the sea. I don't know where I'm going, but I know just what I need. A soft wind, the shelter of the forest, bird song, you and the sea. I don't know where I'm going, but I know just what I need. A soft wind, the shelter of the forest, bird song, you and the sea. I don't know where I'm going, but I know just what I need. A soft wind, the shelter of the forest, bird song, you and the sea.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. You might have to do that with one note.